the back from Tauro. Aguilar trying to slip it through for Polo. Almost given away by Roberto Lopez, the Real España keeper. Honduran side on the move, and given away. Crowd continues to provide a scintillating atmosphere here in San Pedro Sula. And the foul against Tauro. And a set piece coming up for España. Martinez just dragged down from behind. Gutierrez guilty on that instance. And now Oscar McFarland, the keeper for Tauro, the Panamanian side, with some organizing to do at the back. Right off for Martinez. Dumps it back over the top. Little design set piece. Helped along. So wide for Leveron. And the header claimed by McFarland. And good movement from Real España. First half chance that they've been able to muster up thus far. McFarland, 37 years young. Spent time with San Francisco, Perez Zeledon. Started and played in every match last season, including all of their Concacaf Champions League games a few months ago. Gutierrez puts the brakes on it and will keep it for Tauro. Here's Martinez, who did not feature in the first leg, number 10. Benavides. Oseguera. Trickles through. Racing to keep it in play, but unable to, is Ivan Lopez. Tauro claim it. Gutierrez slides it along, but out of the reach of Aguilar. And cleaning up the pieces is Jesus Gonzalez. 21-year-old. 5 goals last season. Aguilar up for the header. And the effort is in! What a strike from Tauro! It's Armando Polo! My goodness! It's absolutely sensational from number 99. And Tauro FC, out of nothing, an early favorite for goal of the tournament. And an away goal and a 2-0 lead on aggregate. What a hit from Polo in his first season with Tauro. Takes it on the first time coming across his body. How good is that? Juan Garcia loving every minute of it. Polo exploring the net of Roberto Lopez. It's a decent ball back in. McFarland takes it off his chest along the goal line. It's a confident man. Armando Polo, just 28 years old, from Panama City. And he's made a couple of stops with Tauro before returning here in the 2018-19 season. Real España trying to threaten. Another early delivery. The header, easy work for McFarland. And good defending from Real España. Looking to trigger the counter the other way. A heavy first touch. Coming by way of Cayorda. Cayorda and Claros both getting the start here tonight. Did not start in the first leg. Number 9 and number 17 in the yellow and black for Real España. Ball sent forward. Gonzalez whips it in. And Lopez. Easy work. Here's Claros. João Benavides. See that ball just take a nasty hop in the middle of the park. This Commando 12 has not let up. It seems like they've gotten even louder since the goal was scored by Tauro's Armando Polo. In the 9th minute. Benavides. Room to pick up his head. Vargas keeps it. Neveron, a little bit of a dangerous ball, goes out wide again. Good challenge from Gutierrez. He's 19 years old. Ball whipped back in, knocked away. Carrasquilla, wearing number 8 for Tauro. Tauro with a 2-0 lead on aggregate, including that away goal. Penalties no longer an option. We would have needed a 1-0 result from Real España. But in order for Martin Garcia's side to go through, Well, they'll need a flat-out win on the aggregate. That means 3 goals at the moment. Good movement from Real España. Tauro have backed off since scoring. It's about 5 minutes ago now. Martinez nipped that from behind. Leveron. Benavides. Benavides! Oh, it wasn't far off, and McFarland did not have it covered. And a good effort from the 22-year-old. He's gotten a couple of caps with under his national team as well. El Porvenir native in his 7th season with Real España. Nino trying to send it into the middle for Marcos Sanchez. Martinez. Edwin Aguilar, the captain for Tauro, organizing defensively with Armando Polo. Still having a conversation with the goal scorer. And the ball intended to this near left side goes out of play. Oseguera couldn't quite rise to the occasion. Yeah, we're going to have a brief stoppage. The referee saying that we should be playing on. Gustavo Chara ready to send it away as Polo gets looked at. And a foul on Aguilar now. Didn't exactly see what happened to Polo. It required about 3 or 4 players to surround him. Not players, but rather athletic trainers, as Aguilar has his palms up in the air. Wasn't sure exactly what he did. And McFarland just drags it to the point of no return. McFarland sends it away. Aguilar trying to help it along. Otis Borjas. Martinez curling it over to that right flank. Picked up by Tauro. Botello. Claros. In for Martinez. Comes back out. Oseguera. Can't quite keep it in play. That's been the story of Real España's night thus far. Been able to get into the attacking third, but once they get there, the train seems to stop. That'll be a free kick in favor of Real España now in a relatively dangerous area, as it was a good ball sent in and a little bit late to the challenge. It was Rolando Botello, 26-year-old in his second stint with Tauro. Spent some time with Sporting San Miguelito. More than 100 caps with the side. Benavides. Looks like he's thinking about sending it on frame. Not a ton of support with him. Looking to challenge the 37-year-old keeper straight into the wall. Claros lofts it back in. To the 21st minute, Armando Polo, the lone goal scorer so far in the 9th minute, and it was a screamer. And that has really taken the air out of this game, has allowed Tauro to sit in, forcing Real España to push the issue, but Tauro defensively, when they are in that block and making life difficult for the opposition, can be tough to break down. Winner of this matchup to take on Walter Ferretti of Nicaragua, who escaped Club Franciscan of Martinique in penalties by a score of 4-1. And when I say escape, I mean barely escape, losing to an amateur club in the round of 16. Quite the story, Club Franciscan. Just the road to how they got to the Concacaf League is impressive in itself. Good work from Jesus Gonzalez, but it's out of play. Now España looking to switch the point of attack. Claros. This little touch over the top. Martinez trying to get on the end of it. Benavides. Big diagonal ball. Looped back across. Nobody there for Real España. Benavides again with an inch-perfect ball. Driving towards the middle is Real España. The ball escaping the Honduran club. Leveron. Strong header at the back from Gustavo Chara. Here's Rigoberto Niño. Edwin Aguilar. All sorts of skill at his disposal, number 7, the captain, who's been in some form as of late. Three goals in the last 2 games for Aguilar, including the equalizer in stoppage time in their most recent Liga Nacional game. Now España continuing to struggle in terms of finding a rhythm in the middle of the field. And Rigoberto Niño already getting some talking to by the referee for time wasting. We're only in the 24th minute. Niño. Sent the other way. Now España on the move. Lopez. Nice little 1-2. Tauro's back in. Cayorda sends it out wide, looking for the header. Claros again. Oseguera. Benavides settled into this game nicely. Oseguera can get it back on that left peg. Switches the point of attack with his right foot. The ball barely gets there. Creates some space. Borjas sends it back. Looped in. Nino is there. And Gonzalez comes away with it for Tauro. It was a nice little spell of possession for the Honduran side. They lack that movement and creativity in the final third, at least at the moment. Somehow Gonzalez gets that away. Aguilar taken down. Mejia claiming that he got all ball. Brian Lopez, our referee, not in favor of that. Chara. And it'll come out the other way in favor of Real España. Ivan Lopez with some good work. Benavides fending off the initial defender in Marcos Sanchez. Benavides trying to dink it over the top. Jesus Gonzalez just sends it the other way. Well, the early goal from Tauro really took the energy out of this game and out of both sides. Real España trying to do their best to inject the energy themselves, but with Tauro sitting in so deep, I mean, their midfielders are on the laps, quite literally, of the back four. Not a ton of room to play. Lopez, Claros, Benavides, Martinez. Leveron, Mejia. Entry pass cut out. Claros sends it out wide. Borjas, first time delivery. Nino falls nicely for Martinez. Mario Martinez, and it's on the wrong side of the post. Well, the first real opportunity of the night so far for Real España, and it's the number 10, who did not feature in the first leg. Getting a snatch at it, but chalk it up to nothing more than that. Good defensive presence from Mejia. Real España putting the clamps down in the middle of the park. Benavides. Martinez with great skill. around the first defender in Carrasquilla. Claros bends it in. Borjas. Martinez. Back for the outside back. His first time delivery. Oseguera is up for it. Contact, no call from our referee, Mr. Lopez. And we'll have a stoppage now, as there was plenty of physical contact, whether it was a foul or not. Well, that was up to our head referee, and he chose not to blow the whistle in the box. Oseguera holding on to that right shoulder for Real España, and then on the other side for Tauro. Get a good look at exactly who the player is. You saw the Real España, one of the technical staff, hold up 3 fingers as it's Jesus Gonzalez down. It looks like he just caught a cleat to the head afterwards. And Oseguera came down extremely hard on that shoulder. Continues to be examined. Jesus Gonzalez appears to be all right. As Borjas awaits to throw it back in as we've eclipsed the half-hour mark here in San Pedro Sula at Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano. And Real España politely give it back to Tauro. Polo gives it away. Claros. Cayorda still with it. Shot denied by his own teammate in Martinez. Now Tauro looking to take advantage of the room on the counter. Long range effort. And it ends up skipping wide. Tauro feeling that they can catch Roberto Lopez off of his line. They've already done so once tonight. The ball was hit cleanly. Saw the knuckling fashion that it left the foot of Carrasquilla with. Lopez gets it out wide. Borjas. And cleared away by Rigoberto Niño. Carrasquilla bringing it down. Round 2 defenders, draws the foul and a free kick for Tauro FC of Panama. Well, despite the scoreline on aggregate, which is 2-0, including an away goal for Tauro, the fans here in San Pedro Sula not fazed. Benavides. Lofted forward. Good opportunity here for Real España. The shot looked like it hit off the post, and McFarland able to keep it out. McFarland sends it the other way. Challenge coming in from Claros. Real España on top of it again. Benavides. Good turn here from Cayorda. Claros once more. Oseguera back out onto the field after that apparent shoulder injury. Benavides. And it'll go out for a corner. Well, here's another look at that opportunity. That ended up hitting off the post. It was a great little cutback from Cayorta. Which might have been Ivan Lopez wearing number 19. Here's Mario Martinez. Good whipped in ball. Oh, it was a free header for Vargas. Real España keep it. Ball whipped in, Leveron. Not enough numbers in the box for the Honduran club. Lopez sends it right back from where it came. McFarland calls everybody off. Misplayed. Aguilar was trying to bring it down. Last thing that Real España want to do is give Mr. Aguilar any time and space on the ball in the attacking third. And credit to Real España, who after going down in the 9th minute, thanks to that wonder goal from Armando Polo, have responded well. And they put pressure on the Panamanians, but to no avail up until this point. Borjas still with it. Working on Gutierrez. Borjas gets it away. Cayorta looking for it. And a free kick for Tauro in their own penalty area. And an update on Arnett Gardens and Arabe Unido, the other game running simultaneously with this one. 1-1, it's 4-1 on aggregate in favor of Arabe Unido. And Arabe Unido also with the away goal in that affair, so it becomes that much more difficult for Arnett Gardens. Given away by Nino in a dangerous area. Benavides. Here's Ivan Lopez driving forward with pace. Bulldozed over. No call from the referee. And Jesus Gonzalez floated over to that left-hand side, grasping his shoulder after just colliding with Oseguera a few minutes ago. Skips all the way through, and Roberto Lopez claims it to be his own. 38th minute, Armando Polo in the 9th minute with an all-world goal. Aguilar being an irritant along the Real España back line, and eventually cleared away by Oseguera. Botello. Jesus Gonzalez from distance and having to be parried away by Roberto Lopez. Another look, and Tauro really fancied their chances from distance, as Lopez has been cut off of his line and caught napping on a number of occasions. One of them cost him. Cost him an away goal and cost him a 2-0 lead on the aggregate. Oseguera, back for Benavides. Sprays it toward the back post, not a bad idea. Ivan Lopez a little bit late arriving to the party. Gutierrez, striding forward. No yellow and black jersey stepping to him just yet. But stepping forward for Real España is David Velasquez. Mejia. Oseguera, they really feel like they have an advantage on this left-hand side. It's been the flank of choice. João Benavidez, he lets it fly. It's off the crossbar. McFarland got a touch to it. Early favorite for All-State save of the game, you betcha. What a hit from Benavidez. Here they are again, Benavidez trying to weave his way through, but Nino clears it away. Well, that certainly would have been a way to pick up the spirits of Real España heading into the dressing room in just about 5 minutes' time. They still need 3 goals if they want to advance, with Tauro having the lead on away goals as well. Another long-range effort, could fall for Lopez. Lopez, another save from McFarland, and he falls on top of it. Oscar McFarland being put to the fire here in the final 5 minutes of the first half. And proving to be extremely durable is the 37-year-old keeper. Well, he ended up diving to his right and made a kick save on that. Here's the other save he made about 90 seconds ago. And a little highlight reel for a man who probably doesn't need any more highlights to add to his resume. After more than a 17-year career. Lopez. Borjas. Switching the point of attack is Real España. Benavidez, responsible for cracking the woodwork just a few moments ago. Cayorda, the little back heel for Martinez. Broken up by Tauro. There was about 8 white jerseys standing on the penalty area, and Polo called for the foul. Oh, that's a foul if I've ever seen one. Benavidez into the path of Oseguera. His cross blocked by Rigoberto Nino, and it'll stay with the Hunter inside the home team. Benavidez again, he's been excellent tonight. Borjas. Delivery. McFarland got a touch to it. Well, how good has he been? Didn't have a ton of work in the first 40 minutes or so, but has certainly had his work cut out for him in the last 5 minutes. This wasn't a bad idea at all. Through ball. Lopez can't get there, shielded off well. Gustavo Chara with excellent defending. Martinez looking for Cayorda, brings it down. No call from the referee again, and that's the right choice. And McFarland up to his tricks as usual. He really is a veteran's veteran. We'll take another look at what a lot here at the Estadio Olimpico Metropolitano deemed as a foul. Brian Lopez, our referee, did not, and it's certainly a close one. Lopez was already on his way down, but the arm was extended by Nino. Could have gone either way. Claros. Helped along by Martinez, over for Borjas. Martinez, in for Lopez. Back for Martinez. Once more for Martinez. Oseguera. The flick-on header. Oh, Segura was looming on the back post. As Oscar McFarlane goes down. Coyorta doing what he can in terms of hold-up play to try to link the pieces between the midfield and the attacking front. Oscar McFarlane has been terrific here in the closing moments of the first half. Still waiting the official word for stoppage time. Benavides. Excellent delivery, McFarlane, and it's in! Well, it took a deflection. Real España will take it either way. It's 1-1 in the second leg. It's 2-1 on aggregate. The Honduran side still need 2 more goals, but they have life, and they'll have something to take into the dressing room. Well, I can quite honestly say that I have no idea who that knocked in off of, and we'll wait for the official ruling. And perhaps slow-mo can give us a better view. Well, that was the initial play that resulted in the corner. And you saw Tauro making the claim that it should have been a goal kick, which very well could have been. And now here's Lopez, perhaps a second one for Real España before the break. Martinez looking towards the back post. It'll fall for Mejia. The goal is given to Colon. Long range effort for Benavides again, and it goes over the bar. And that's going to do it for the first half. Take another look. It just flat out ricochets. Oh, and it's actually off the head of Oseguera. They might change that. And right now, Martin Garcia's side might have some things to change at the half. Edwin Aguilar leading the conversation for Tauro FC, who got their goal in the 9th minute. Real España equalized here in the second leg in the form of Oseguera, or at least that's what we saw. But right now, it's 2-1 on aggregate. Real España need 2 more in order to go through. It should set up for a juicy second half. We'll step aside for a moment. 1-1 here in the second leg, 2-1 on aggregate in favor of Tauro of Panama.
Sigue toda la acción de la Liga Concacaf a través de la cuenta oficial de Concacaf y también en la página de Facebook @Concacaf. Scotiabank está orgulloso de trabajar en conjunto con Concacaf para poder realizar en toda la región y ayudar a los jóvenes a descubrir su potencial infinito. Para tener más información sobre el compromiso de Scotiabank con el fútbol, síguenos en Facebook y Twitter Scotiabank. Apoya a tu equipo votando por el mejor jugador del partido. Vota en Twitter, Liga @Championship.
Back here at halftime in San Pedro Sula at Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano. Second leg action in the round of 16 of the 2018 Scotiabank Concacaf League between Real España of Honduras, the home side, and Tauro FC of Panama, the visitors. It was Edwin Aguilar back in the first leg in the 71st minute who allowed Tauro to take their 1-0 lead to San Pedro Sula, and then Armando Polo, 9th minute, picked that one out. And the baby celebration to boot. Well, it'll be a soccer player, and it'll be a good one at that. Check it out again. The ball through is absolutely excellent, and then the finish, something else. It's worth a few more looks. Absolutely ridiculous from Polo. It sat up for him nicely right at the last minute, and look at the reaction from Juan Garcia. And Real España would try to find their way back into the game. This is Benavidez. Man, he wouldn't be done in this highlight reel. He would find his way onto the frame, but it'll eventually be the woodwork. As it move along through the first half, Martinez, this is a decent opportunity, but always pulling it wide. As Real España would dominate possession after the Polo goal. This is another long-range effort. Lopez sprawled off of his line. They're not having to make a play, but he would be called into action a couple of more times. This one sent forward for Lopez. And Ivan Lopez's shot would hit off the post, and McFarland forced to make a save. He would be very busy in the final 5 minutes of the first half. Ivan Lopez would grow into this match as the shot actually took a deflection. And another long-range effort from Tauro, resulting in a Lopez save. This time it was Jesus Gonzalez getting in on the action, the long-distance action. And then check out this strike from Benavidez. All sorts of movement and forces a great save out of McFarland. Ends up hitting the crossbar. But McFarland, who was leaning to his right, had to adjust back to his left. Look at the swerve on that one. And then McFarland, just a few minutes later, with a brilliant kick save. It was a kind bounce for Lopez. And he certainly wants that one back. And then here would be the breakthrough off the head of Oseguera. They awarded it as an own goal to Velasquez, but I have a feeling it'll be changed. As McFarland was trying to punch it away, Oseguera following it up. That's called using your head, folks. Easy as that. And Real España would have something to take back into the dressing room. That would do it for the first half. And that's going to do it for the halftime show. When we come back, second half kickoff right around the corner. But first, we'll take a look at the first half stats. As you can see, a lion's share of the possession for Real España. Tauro FC, well, they got their early goal. They sat in, and they were punished. As Real España knocked on the door time and time again, and finally were able to enter the household that is Tauro FC. It's 1-1 in the second leg, 2-1 on aggregate. We'll be back in just a few moments with the second half kickoff. Almost ready for the second half here in San Pedro Sula, Honduras, and it looks like we are going to have a couple of substitutes come on here, at least for Real España. Darwin Arita coming on, as well as Selvin Guevara. So a double switch for Martin Garcia at the half. Brian Lopez appears to be ready for the second 45 minutes. We hope you are as well. It's 1-1 in the second leg, 2-1 on aggregate in favor of Tauro, but they lead on away goals. So Real España need 2 goals in order to go through to the quarterfinals and take on Walter Ferretti of Nicaragua, who awaits the winner of this 2-legged affair here in the round of 16 of the 2018 Scotiabank Concacaf League. Tyler Terrence on hand. Glad to have you with us in this final match day of the round of 16. And then we'll take a couple-week break before entering the quarterfinal stage. Early ball sent forward, not a bad one. And a foul right at the edge of the area, and a great start for Real España here in the opening moments of the second half. Like Mario Martinez standing over it. Big bodies are forward for Real España. Oseguera already has 1 goal to his name. The shot comes in, a deflection off of Darwin Arita. And it's over the bar. And it's funny, they're actually crediting Mario Martinez with the goal for Real España. I believe he was the one who whipped in the corner, but it seemed clear as day that it came off Oseguera's head. Either way, Real España with 1 goal, Tauro with 1, and on the aggregate, Tauro FC currently in front on away goals. Carrasquilla lofting it forward, the service denied by David Velasquez. 26-year-old from Masiba, Honduras, in his 4th season, spent 5 seasons with Victoria. Says 1 professional goal to his name as Jesus Gonzalez lines up the corner for Tauro, their first of the second half. Lofted back in, easy work for Roberto Lopez. Brought down, excellent hold-up play. Mario Martinez. Guevara providing pressure, but Tauro playing out of the pressure. Lopez has to retreat, and Polo is trying to catch him off. Not a bad idea for the man who's already scored a terrific goal tonight. Tauro, nice little spell of possession. Gonzalez goes down. Brian Lopez not interested by any means. Guevara. Benavidez, who was excellent in the first half, gets it out wide. And a good step from Chara at the back. Jesus Gonzalez now. Looking over for the big switch for Polo. Aguilar running with him, but it's out of his reach, and Lopez scoops it up. And now Real España needing 2 goals, racing the other way. Clever first touch from Carrasquilla. Sanchez linking up with Aguilar. Good defensive play from Guevara. And able to win a throw-in. It's well done for the substitute. Neither of these 2 players used at all in the 18-man roster who came on. Header comes in. Here's Ivan Lopez. Mario Martinez. Guevara. Gutierrez showing good strength. Guevara. Lopez winning it back. Martinez again. Sends it forward. Good first touch. But Claros closed down quickly. Looked to be Sanchez putting in the defensive work. Now Jesus Gonzalez switching the point of attack to Aguilar. Aguilar finding Sanchez, sliding it through. It's Polo again. It's eerily similar to the first goal, but the only difference is the finished product. Almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the 9th minute, with the through ball coming from Sanchez on the left side, but instead of going for power, Polo goes for finesse, and he doesn't quite get it right. Benavidez. Martinez lofts it forward, offside. And the assistant referee making a savvy call there. Pretty easy one to make. Here's Sanchez again. He's been picking apart this Real España back line with his vision, at least when Tauro's been on the ball, including the goal that Armando Polo scored back in the 9th minute. Martinez trying to send it forward. Narita unable to get there. Martin Garcia and company were looking for a foul as Oscar McFarland, who's done this already a number of times tonight, drags it away from any Real España player and asked to be pressured so that he has to pick up the ball. Here's Aguilar in plenty of time and space. Top of the box, Jesus Gonzalez. Back for Sanchez. Wants it towards the back post, but Carrasquilla couldn't quite hang on to it. Benavides. Martinez let it run through. Might end up working out. Real España finding Guevara. Good ball at the top of the box. The shot off the crossbar and off of McFarland. They're claiming it went over the line. Lopez now, his shot takes a deflection and a corner kick coming up. Real España were that close to making this a one-goal affair. Guevara with the presence of mind to pick out Martinez right inside of the penalty area. And the shot clearly did not go over the line. And it rains out. McFarland punches it away. Gonzalez now. It's taken down from behind. And it is going to be a yellow card issued here in the 56th minute. And we'll go to Mario Martinez. Martinez knew exactly what he was doing, slowing down the counterattack. A tactical foul, as it were. Looks like Gabriel Chiari getting ready to come on. Here's Arita, sliding it through. It almost made its way to Ivan Lopez. Good step again from Claros, fortuitous bounce. Claros trying to dump it over the top. Real España really threatening. Be a foul against Guevara. Martin Garcia can't believe it on the near touchline. It looks like Gabriel Chiari almost set to come on here. He'll be replacing Alberto Carrasquilla, the 19-year-old. And one of the members of the technical staff for Real España has just been ejected. And Oscar McFarland is a little bit of ways from home. Comes over to the technical area as Carrasquilla will take his time getting off. Chiari will come on here in the 59th minute. Chiari, originally from Cologne, spent 4 years with the Rabe Unido. And had 3 goals a year ago. Coming on to provide some pressure and then to put a little bit of that pressure on the Real España back line, but it's been the Honduran side that's really taken it to Tauro in the second half, which we expected. Tauro have bent but not broken. Martinez. Can't quite find Guevara. And we're going to see a lot of this in the next half hour or so, Soaks. It's going to be a lot of Tauro taking their time and inching their way up the field. And the foul against Botello. Just letting Martinez know that he's there. Mejia. Guevara. Around Gutierrez. Trying to slide it through, but cut out. Sanchez. Trying to find Jesus Gonzalez, but cut out by the Real España back line yet again. Lopez, that's a nifty little turn. Still with it, trying to slide it through for Arita. But Tauro thwart that attack and looking to run on the other end. Jesus Gonzalez played in this space. Real España exposed at the back. Polo at the back post. Falls for Polo, it's off the crossbar. Jesus Gonzalez now, his shot. Scooped up by Lopez. What an effort from Polo, fading away from goal. Lopez was caught off by the trajectory of the shot. And then we do have an update on the assistant from Real España who got tossed, Rafael Canovas. And here's another look at the Polo opportunity. And Roberto Lopez very thankful for the woodwork on that occasion. Lopez. Martinez. Gets it out wide. Benavidez. Tees it up from distance. Shot is blocked. And a counter the other way, possibly for Tauro. Aguilar keeps it in play, trying to nutmeg Mejia. The two captains going at it. Third minute, still 2-1 to Tauro on the aggregate, and they lead on away goals as well. Real España need 2 in order to go through, with Walter Ferretti waiting on the other side for whoever emerges as the victor. Benavidez, long ball lofted forward. Ivan Lopez is there. What a challenge from Chara. Lopez picks it up. Claros lost it for a moment and picked up by Sanchez and company. Jesus Gonzalez. Gianni. Sanchez going for the curler, but Lopez had it covered. Two substitutes used for Martin Garcia. Just one used for Juan Garcia. Both teams making their debut in Scotiabank Concacaf League, but there can only be one to head on to the quarterfinals. And again, the ball dinked over the top, cut out by Gustavo Chara, who's been excellent tonight, the 21-year-old from Colombia. His most recent stop, Deportivo Cali in Colombia, before heading over to Tauro. Jesus Gonzalez stood up, excellent challenge from Velasquez. Claros. Guess who? It's Chara again breaking it up. Aguilar lofting it forward. Polo trying to bring it down. Armando Polo still with it. And a good challenge at the back. Polo stays down. Real España play on. Mejia. Lopez. Along for Benavides. Benavides around Rigoberto Nino. Benavides into the area. And it's denied at the back. Jan Vargas. Giardi gets it away. Aguilar collects it. Trying to slide it through for Jesus Gonzalez. But a good recovery from Mejia. Well, as you can see, anytime the Real España give the ball away, Tauro quickly, it's a long ball the other way, trying to catch the Honduran side in transition. And it's going to take a lot of focus and a lot of 1v1 defending for Martin Garcia's side if they're going to keep a 1 up on the scoreboard for Tauro and go and get the 2 goals that they need. And it's played out as it looks like Jesus Gonzalez remains down. We are going to have a couple more substitutions. The third and final substitution for Real España. And it's going to be Eder Delgado, who started in the first leg and was replaced by Claros, who got the start in the 81st minute. So it'll be Delgado coming on. And then on the other side for Tauro, still waiting for the official word, but it looks like it's Juan Andres Balanta. And Jesus Gonzalez appears to be in some real pain, and he's going to be taken off by Balanta. As Marcos Sanchez comes over for a quick rinse and a quick tactical chat. Same with Gustavo Chara. And Jesus Gonzalez did put in some good work tonight. Delgado trying to get involved early. Polo has it broken up. And it's all the way back for Velasquez. Here's Delgado. Played along for Guevara. The substitute. Couple of good moves, lofts it in. Chara's there once more. Martinez. Martinez trying to get on that left peg. It's a good challenge in the middle of the park. And one by Gabriel Chiari. Trouble again here for Tauro. This time it's Ivan Lopez to the back post. Free header, and it's wide. Oh, it was a great opportunity. Guevara, who floated over to that left-hand side. Check out the patience from Lopez and the presence of mind just to try to pick somebody out. He had 2 options. As we'll have our 3rd and final substitute for Tauro, as it's going to be Jose Munoz coming on here. So all 3 substitutes, used for both coaches. And it's Polo, who is the goal scorer for Tauro on the evening, coming off. His work was done in the 9th minute, and also hit the crossbar as well. Not a bad night in the office for Armando Polo, who's enjoying his return to Tauro FC. Here's Mejia. About 20 minutes remaining in this one. Here's Munoz getting his first touch. Misplayed at the back from Tauro. Could be a disastrous mistake. 2 defenders run into each other. Here's Lopez into the area, back on his left foot, and a diving stop from McFarland. Oscar McFarland, take a bow. It was poor defending from Tauro, to say the least. And then how about that cutback, and McFarland gets just enough on it. And you can see the sigh of relief from Jan Vargas, who is covering that far post. McFarland appears to be injured, holding to that left wrist. It stopped a lot of shots over the past 2 decades or so. 37 years old, La Bruja, and he has been outstanding for Tauro FC throughout his entire career. He's made a number of stops along the way, including that of Costa Rica, but the majority of his time spent with the Panamanian club. And look at Brian Lopez ripping into the veteran keeper, claiming that he's just trying to take the wind out of the Real España sails. Lopez dinks it back in. Vargas got to head to it. Well, you can't say that Real España haven't had their chances to get back into the game, whether it was the header from Guevara in the middle of the box, or that recent opportunity from Lopez that was simply gifted to them by the Tauro back line. Sanchez gets it along, and racing onto it is Juan Andres Balanta. Aguilar, back for Balanta. Trying to send it forward for Jose Munoz, one of the substitutes. And a push coming from Gustavo Chara. Good set piece opportunity for the home side. The Honduran club still need 2 goals. And you can imagine that Martin Garcia is going to really start to open things up. No point in holding back. Ball whipped in from Benavidez. McFarland there again. And a good step at the back. Appeared to be a handball. There's no call from the ref, and now the assistant referee waving their flag. And a yellow card. A second yellow card issued to Mario Martinez, and that's sometimes the way it goes. Mario Martinez, who's played excellent tonight for Real España, was put in a situation where he sort of just had to stop the ball any way he could, and stopping it with his hand was the only thing he could think to do in the moment. We'll take a look, as didn't didn't seem intentional at the time. I mean, he reaches out. For me, that could have gone either way, but it did not go in the way that Mario Martinez had hoped it would. And now Real España reduced to 10 men in search of 2 goals, and that very well may do it. Although crazier things have happened in the sport of football. Not many, but a few. Gutierrez taken down. Botello sends it forward. Munoz trying to get there. Roberto Lopez retreating. Aguilar bringing it down. And handled by Lopez. Well, it's been a valiant effort from Real España, and they knew that they were pegged as the underdogs coming into this match. But now reduced to 10 men and still looking for not 1 but 2 goals in order to get through. Seems like their Concacaf League run is going to stop really before it even began, as the foul is called against Real España, it looks like, as you can see the reaction from Arita. Oscar McFarland setting up to take the free kick. He has been magnificent tonight. Munoz up for the header and called for the foul. Well, the scoreline still not having an effect on Commando 12 and the rest of the Real España supporters, as Delgado sprays this one out wide. Bent back into a dangerous area. Vargas is there. Still loose in the box. And eventually cleared away by Rigoberto Nino. Here's Jose Munoz. Good work from Botello. Late challenge coming in from Arita. Now it's starting to get chippy. And a yellow card for the substitute. And Botello just being checked on. And he'll be able to get to his feet. A little update, Arnett Gardens actually with a 2-1 lead over Arabe Unido in that second leg. But that makes it 4-2 on aggregate, and especially with Arabe Unido having the away goal, that contest even more out of reach than the one at hand here. As the yellow card issued to Chara for time wasting. Aguilar. Well, it was a tough challenge along the back line, but apparently a clean one from Leveron. Tauro a little bit more than 10 minutes away from moving on to the quarterfinals and taking on Walter Ferretti of Nicaragua. Good ball spray to the near side. Munoz still with it. Munoz sends it across. It's loose in front. and poked away by Velasquez. Great goalkeeping from Lopez. Velasquez, last-ditch defending. Check out this little head fake. Got Guevara going the wrong way. And Velasquez just pouncing on it before Munoz can poke it home. Still a lot of pride at stake for Real España in their first ever Concacaf League. Big ball lofted forward, missed time from Chara. Rarely seen that tonight. Here's Lopez, draws the double team. Chara comes away with it, and it'll end up being a goal kick. Well, Oscar McFarland very well could be the man of the match for Tauro, if not for that sensational goal from Armando Polo. Aguilar comes back out, takes a deflection, and Lopez able to collect. And the shot not taking a deflection would have been much more menacing. Meanwhile, Lopez thumps it the opposite direction. Vargas wins it, and it'll be going the other way. Arita called for the foul. He's already on a yellow card, and if he gets another, Real España will be down to 9 men. As Mario Martinez was given his second yellow card just a few moments ago. Leverón with the header, 82nd minute. And Real España will have to turn their attention to Liga Nacional, where they are 1-1-0 to start the season, win against Real de Minas and a 1-1 draw against Jutacalpa. Guevara shouts that he was pushed over, not given by the head referee Brian Lopez, who has called a good game. And Jose Munoz with a nice little first touch. Mejia the foul, and Mejia with good sportsmanship as well here in the 83rd, knowing that the result is probably gone, but his integrity as a man omnipresent. Benavidez has been a catalyst for Real España tonight, but not able to cook up the concoction that would allow him for 3 goals. One of the substitutes, Juan Balanta. Strong in possession. Gustavo Chara. Well, he's been Oscar McFarland's partner in crime. Those two defensively have been, I guess you could say, like Batman and Robin. Oscar McFarland with more of the Batman aura around him. Not the hero that Tauro needs, but the hero they deserve. Aguilar picking out Munoz on a dime. Munoz now getting forward is Gutierrez. Faking the delivery, still with it. And everybody in the building knew that Gutierrez was trying to get it on his left foot, including Guevara. About 5 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. As Brian Lopez takes a look at his watch. Benavidez. Bends it in. Threatening from Real España, but Tauro, you can see, sitting extremely deep. Benavidez! Straight into Batman's hands. Tell you what, Benavidez. Love to see him in a long-distance striking competition with Armando Polo. Ahorita, Guevara trying to muster something up late here for Real España. One goal and it really does change the entire complexion of this match right now, or at least the feel to it. Because right now it feels as if Real España are out, but one goal, one lucky moment. They've already gotten one tonight for their first goal, which still is up for debate as to who exactly is claiming that goal. It's gone back and forth, and they're saying it's Jose Velasquez, as Benavidez skies this towards the back post and cleared away by Marcos Sanchez. For my money, it seemed like Oseguera was the goal scorer as it came off of McFarland's fist and off of Oseguera's head. But what do I know? Lopez, now Benavidez floating to his right-hand side. Delgado. Benavidez wants it back, not gonna get it. Delgado still with it. Lopez. Over the head of Leveron. Keeps it in play and keeps possession for Real España. And the crowd here at Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano liking the effort. Leveron, good ball in. Delgado is there, but the header skirting wide. We've seen a couple of chances for Real España in the box by way of air that have only seen either left, right, or above the frame. But even if they challenged Oscar McFarland, La Bruja has been up to the challenge all evening. Look at the effort from Mr. Velasquez. Ends up winning it back for his side. Lopez will be able to keep it in play. 88th minute, knocking on the door of the 89th. Along for Delgado. Numbers in the box, whipped across, and Oscar McFarland says thank you very much. And another goal kick coming up. Well, again, the movement from Real España has been excellent, but look at the marking from Tauro in the box when it does get there. As Chiari goes out wide, Munoz fakes the first shot, still with it, sliding through. No call from the referee. Perhaps the current scoreline has something to do with the no call from Brian Lopez. Vargas. McFarland gets a touch to it and avoids conceding the corner. Well, he really can do it all. Benavidez. I'd love to see him have another go. Vargas clears it away. Falls for Mejia. Guevara wants it back over on that left-hand side. Has his hand up. 90th minute now. Benavidez again. And again, it's Oscar McFarland getting down to make the save, but that one probably the easiest of the night. For the young, the sprightly 37-year-old. That even had a chance of going in from Benavidez. We'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time. That information being relayed to me thanks to my outstanding producer, Gage Tillotson. Seemingly the Oscar McFarland of production. Never fails. Nino clears it away. Leveron. He sends it over to this near side, but Delgado unable to get there. Chiari, Jose Munoz, looking to take on Velasquez. Got through him, but couldn't quite keep the ball stuck at his foot. Lopez trying to go quickly. Into the second minute of 2 minutes of stoppage time now. Vargas a header. Chiari. Nino. Tauro back line has really been terrific tonight. Nino curling it into the path. Munoz. Munoz still with it. What a save from Lopez. And that might just do it. Brian Lopez takes a check at his watch. How about this ball over? And then Lopez, out of nowhere, gets a paw to it. And that's going to do it. Tauro FC moving on to the quarterfinals where Walter Ferretti awaits. It was nerve-wracking at times for Juan Garcia's side, but they come away as victors. 2-1 on aggregate. Tauro FC moving on. Real España fought valiantly. Oseguera's goal right before halftime did not prove to be enough. Armando Polo's strike in the 9th minute, well, it very well could be goal of the tournament. And it also proved to be a massive away goal and the cushion that Tauro were looking for. It's Tauro FC of Panama heading on to the quarterfinals over Real España of Honduras. The final score on aggregate 2-1. The final score in the second leg is 1-1. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Our crew is outstanding. Our producer, Gage Tillotson, well, he was pretty good as well. And I'm Tyler Terrence saying so long for now. We'll talk to you soon.